Hi everyone, my name is Nancy and this is my knitting podcast. On the last video I was using some beauty filter because of my rosacea. And today I just wear makeup, so hopefully I won't be looking as filtery. But I don't think that anyone noticed. Today we are going to have our again standard podcast, and by saying that there are going to be a lot of acquisitions, I said that I don't need any new yarn, and when I said it I immediately bought another pile of new yarn that is staring at me like right from there. And so there will be warning before the acquisition part. If you don't like to watch it, I completely understand you, so you don't have to. And now we are going to talk about my finished object, my works in progress, and yeah, without further ado, let's start. We are going to starting with my finished, I guess it's the only finished object that I have right now. It's my trio loop sweater. By the other loops I showed you the progress in my previous podcast. I finished it, yes, so obviously I get more yarn, I have sleeves and Love this sweater unexpectedly. I was really afraid that because of the yarn composition that I was using, and that was not accordingly to the pattern, and I would like to recall that the pattern calls for 2 strands of Wulia from Gepard Garden and 1 strand of silk mohair. As I again talked in previous video, the Wulia yarn is much more flexible and not softer but springy than the other coarse yarn that I choose. So I have here 1 strand of goose yarn from Sandnesgarn, 1 of Wulia, and 1 strand of thin silk mohair again from Sandnesgarn. And because of the goose yarn and its nature, because it's another type of yarn, it's a blown yarn, I really was afraid that my garment going to be too, not the sweater-like, but more jacket-like, too stiff. And yeah, I was wrong, gladly. After blocking, I did not make the wet block, I made just the steam block with my steamer, not the iron. I'm making a steam block with the steamer. I'm really working the steam into the garment, so it's like not as wet blocking, but believe me, I block it well. And yes, it has drape now. It's still pretty, it's pretty warm yarn, because I have 3 strands of the wool here. It's the different sorts of wool. It's alpaca and mohair and regular wool, so it's really warm. But also I wear it another day under the jacket. I feel comfortable. It wasn't like too stiff or too heavy under the jacket, or it's really great garment. I'm pretty happy with it. Now today we have 9 degrees Celsius. So yesterday I wore it without any jacket, just for my everyday walk, and it wasn't cold in it. It's really squishy and pleasant to wear. So yes, I'm really glad with this sweater. As an interesting, I have a bit one part that I do not like, I don't know, maybe it's my issue because I'm pretty tight knitter, but here we have this seam that like we get when we are working increases of the back panel, and this seam is coming from the stitches that we are initially casting on. Yes. Yeah. And the issue, my issue is that it's pretty tight. Well, because I did it tight. I do not like this kind of seams, and there is a lot of patterns that have them. Sometimes it's going like good in the end, and it's flexing after the blocking, but yes, not not this time. It's already like I try to pull it pretty much, but as you can see, it's a bit tight, even on the camera, I guess. So when I wore it, like I feel that something is, well, not holding me, but you know, holding the fabric, and I can feel them. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Maybe it's even better with this kind of yarn and fabric to have those like points that again hold your everything together, so you won't have the shoulders that will be like going down with the time because of the weight of the yarn, and increase your size and like started to look sloppy. So if that make any sense, I love it. One more, this pattern has pretty interesting neckline that looks like regularly, but in the pattern you are working like the rows as usual, and then you have decreasing this purl stitching, and after working some like rows with decreased stitching, you are doing increasing. So that's first time that I did something like that. I don't know if it's supposed to act like more I don't know, stiffy color, so it won't get wider with the time, but as you can see, like it's pretty flexible right now, and I don't know if it's working or not. I didn't put any elastic in it so far, so yeah, we'll see. And yes, there's the cuffs. It's 1 by 1 cuff. I did every cuffs and the ribbon according to the pattern, and there is nice detail in the pattern, and we are going, well, the nice detail in the pattern is that it has short rows on the back after you are making all the lengths. Before the ribbon, we are making several rounds of short rows, so your like back will be a bit longer, and from the side it has this like pretty angle that I like, so it looks nicer in my opinion. And yes, that's all that I have to say about this fabric and about this garment, actually. Yes, about this garment. I made it on 7mm needles. Yes, as I told, three loop sweater is because you have to have three strands of yarn. So yes, love the sweater and love the color. I don't know how long I will like this low contrast situation, but for now I like it. And that was the only finished object on our agenda. Oh, there's a fly. Fine. And now we are talking about works in progress. Shirt. Mention shirt. Sometimes I'm confused with words that I'm using. Are there even exists? Short mention is my Alex hood that's not moving. Maybe I did 3 rows this week. Yes, it does not move in much, so nothing pretty interesting here, but it's still like, it's not UFO object, it's just slow moving object. As I told, I prefer to work on it on my out of house activities, so there wasn't a lot of activities to work with it this time. Yeah, nothing interesting. But the other project is growing much quicker, and we are talking about Inge sweater that I showed you before. I'm making it on 4 and 5 millimeter needles. It's my second color work. I really like how it's going. I wasn't sure that I have the ability to make color works, especially all the sweater. My mom is a little bit shocked. Yes, but I'm doing it and it's going great. I guess I figure out the float tension and all of that stuff. So this is how it's looked after seam blocking. There's no fabric pulling except of these parts where there's no double fabric. I don't know, will it be better after the wet blocking? We'll see. For now, I have done 2 sleeves and a bit of the body, and as you can see, yes, I ran out of this green olive ochra, I don't know, color. I'm using the Peer Gynt yarn from Sandnes Garn, and Peer Gynt has this funky moment where they choose to discontinue some colors. Love them. They producing much more interesting colors, maybe, but I don't like when they discontinue something. And I bought this yarn maybe a year ago for this project, and I didn't thought that it will be discontinued. So I found some skeins of yarn in different stores that still had it, and I ordered 3 of them. Hopefully this will be enough. I don't know how I calculated back then when I was ordering all of this, but something's gone wrong eventually. Yeah, and I made just two sleeves and the bodies. About the sleeve, I was afraid that this garment won't be as oversized as I wanted to be, because I had this history with wave sweater, and that's why after, well, at the point that I needed to separate the sleeves, I made additional 2 repeats to the amount of the stitches that I needed to cast on. Yeah, so I have cast on not the amount of stitches for 3 repeats, but for 5 repeats. That's why my body will be wider, but that's why my sleeves get wider too. And because of my more modification that I thought I won't be doing, but I did, the chart didn't lay down in my case, so all the decreases that I made, I was making just by myself, just how I feel it, to be nice looking. It's not ugly looking decreasing. You can see some jumping here and there on both of the sleeves, but it could be worse, believe me, especially if we'll remember that this is my second color work only, so that could be worse. I'm pretty proud of myself, but with that saying, I could not decrease enough to have my circumference of the lower part of the sleeve to be the same as the pattern calls. So I have like 18 stitches more here in the cuffs than pattern calls, and I made 6 repeats here, as you can see, as the pattern calls, but I guess it's 6 for the smallest size. It's complicated and doesn't matter. I have 6 repeats here, and that's leads me to the situation where I did not have the opportunity to make the big cuff as per pattern, but actually I'm pretty and I'm happier with my small little ribbons, better than the big cuffs, because the sleeve itself like pretty straight looking. It's wide sleeve, and I thought maybe the big long cuffs won't be as flattering to this kind of sleeves as mine does. So yes, I do not have the big cuffs as pattern calls for, but I like mine even better, I guess. And yes, I received my yarn today, and I hope we will be unpacking it together. So hopefully it will be, I know that possibility that it will be the same shades is pretty low, but it doesn't matter a lot. I'm ready for it, even if I have a bit of this stripe. I have to make just one round of this green repeat, and the round is contains of just one stitch, so 1 stitch green, 5 stitch white, and I guess even if there won't be consistency in the colors, it won't be that visible. And then I'll have the white pink repeat, so it will be like not that visible. I hope we'll see together. That's all about this whip. Let's talk about another one. Another one is actually my very weighted up project. As I told before, I really love the Franky sweater construction, and I'm really into the pinks at the moment, and I was incredibly inspired by the Pinterest and all of these pictures. So it was obvious for me that I need to do some Franky fluffy melody yarn from the ropes project, and then there was a lot of me thinking about the project. Did I actually want another Franky sweater, that I have 2 of them, in the meaning of same fit and so on, or should I make any changes? I thought maybe I could do fluffy cardigan, which is going to be wow, but yes, it was really long time of me thinking what to do. I had this yarn laying, I had this, like, not the image, but this idea, this, I don't know, something in my mind that I wanted to be, but I wasn't sure what actually. And then I spot Franky cardigan pattern in one of my Sunness Garden booklets or the magazines, and I thought maybe I will do Franky sweater v-neck. There's no Franky sweater v-neck, but there is Franky cardigan, and Franky cardigan has a v-neck. So I'm doing Franky cardigan but sweater. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. So here it is. This is v-neck. I do not own any v-neck sweaters. I don't like to wear v-necks without like t-shirts. I don't know, that's not my style. But I thought that it's nice to have one to wear with the white t-shirts. It will be fun to wear on the spring as an outerwear, like sweater weather thing. And also I can wear them with turtlenecks or regular crew necks in the winter times. And like, I don't have one, but I thought it will be nice, nice piece in my wardrobe. With that saying, I'm modifying Franky cardigan pattern a bit, just a bit. There is instructions for these shoulder parts that are my favorites. That's why I'm doing it. And the only difference is with my neck increasing, because in the pattern they have they told you how to increase for the v-neck, but obviously when we are talking about the cardigan, this neckline will be much lower for the cardigan, because you will have, in cardigan case, you will have button band and it will be flapping, and obviously no one thinking of cardigan that something that you need to wear without inner layer. So the cut in this cardigan pretty low. Obviously I didn't want a pretty low cut, so mine I guess ends up somewhere here. I get the picture. And I get it by changing the v-neck increasing flow that's mentioned in the pattern. So I'm making it a little bit another way. And I didn't make any calculations. My mom did, because she is working now on her Franky cardigan but sweater. So we will have both v-neck sweaters. And I didn't make any calculations. I just I was knitting and making it with the flow. I just this time I will be adding some stitches, this time I won't be. Now we will be calculate the back part. And actually I stopped making increasing and connected all into the row, into the circle, when I get my back stitch amount the same as my front two-piece amount, if that makes any sense. So the front piece and the back piece get some stitches, and that was the point that I were connecting two parts. It looks nice. I think I will be doing I-cord for the edge, because here the neckline looking pretty good, but yeah, I'm not a fan of my sloppy cast-on, and I guess it will be even better if I do some I-cording, so it will be tightened up. As you can see, yesterday or day before it, I separate the sleeves. I already tried on. It will be oversized, fun. I love it. I'm making the biggest size, which is I guess 3XL to 5XL. I love this pattern for that sleeve construction, and because of it, even if I gain weight or I will lose weight, it will still look oversized and pretty organically. There won't be the situation that I have my shoulder seams getting lower or out of place. No, it's already make this style that you can be different weight with the same sweater and you will look fine in it. I love this. That's why I'm making the biggest size, so it will be big and oversized. And yeah, love the color. I'm using Melody drops by Melody. I already told it I love this yarn, and I'm using it with alpaca brushed silk yarn, yeah, from Drops, and in the same, I guess, color. I had several balls of this alpaca silk in my stash after my Zephyr pullover, and I wanted to use this Melody color with another silk mohair, but it wasn't right color, and I just thought maybe I won't be trying mohairs, but I will combine it with this beautiful pink silk brush silk alpaca. So it's like alpaca plus alpaca, but I love this color. Nice mauvey pink. Oh, I just cannot wait when I finish this garment. It will be wonderful. I love this pink. Yes. That's yes, one more. I'm working on 5mm needles according to the pattern. I did not swatch. It's not my first Franky cancer. I do not care if it will be too tight or too big. I'm working on the suggested needles with obviously another yarn, because the Franky cardigan suggests you to I guess it double Sunday platinum silk mohair, but yeah, I'm happy with it, and I'm modifying this, and I'm not going according to the pattern. Everything that I need from this pattern is the shoulder construction. That's all. So another whip, and the last one is work in progress combined with my acquisition. Okay. Bit of acquisition is this Sunday's Garn magazine, well, not magazine, booklet for IVT and their newest collection, and I was so in love with this color that I bought it together. Obviously, we'll talk about it with chunky ballerina chunky mohair. About these booklets, I love Sunday's Garn patterns, obviously. I love their magazines. I was sad when they stopped to produce in magazines and they started to make booklets. But this one is newer because it's new collection, and it's different in the better way than first booklets that they have, because as I remember they was smaller and the quality of paper was a bit another. So this one is feeling like a proper book. Well, not booklet, but looks nice. You have the QR code here when you can download this pattern to your phone. You have two pictures here and there. Now I'm more satisfied with these booklets than before, but to buy one you need to buy yardage yarn quantity to make a smaller size of this pattern. Generally I don't like it, but in this case there was a bit of promotion from the reseller, and I wanted to try ballerina chunky. I touched it before on the Warsaw Yarn Festival last year, and then I thought that this is the scratchiest thing ever. But now when it comes to me, actually I like it. Like, obviously, it's not Suri alpaca or anything. It's still mohair. It's thick mohair, which is the yardage. What the yardage? 50 grams, 135 meters in this ball. So 50 gram of mohair, and the composition is 77 mohair, 18 wool, and 5% polyamide. Well, polyamide, you need to obviously hold all this fluff on the strain, so it's polyamide strain. I like that the strain is the same color as the fluff, so as the mohair, and it's not that bad yarn. It's still mohair, but it's like, I'm highly tolerating to all the mohair scratchy yarns. I have the friend that do not like purgent, but I am just like, it's fine yarn for me. I don't know what you're talking about when you told it's scratchy. For me it's okay, like this one is okay too. I guess scratchy for me will be, I don't know, sandpaper, but even sandpaper I will tolerate it. So, and that's how I get started my ivy tea. I really like, oh my god, it's mohair in my eye. Oh no. I really like this trend for colorful mohair fluffy t-shirts. I don't know how I will be wearing it. I have alpaca booklet t-shirt that I wear previous video, so I guess spring will show. I hope I made it till this like spring will be sprunning and I could wear it. Really like the fabric so far. It reminds me of two strands of mohair held together, but with the much longer hairs. And I love these colors. It's the color 9523, the same that how it's that this example made of. It's lime punch. I love this color, very spring color. I really like all of their new colors. Sandnes Garn has a great color palette. I love them, and you can see how beautiful all the stitches it looks against the pinks, and that's just, oh, my stitches. So I'm working on this tea not monogamously. I just made, I'm sorry, I cannot leave it like that. I just made a bit of back panel and one shoulder. I totally didn't read that I need to make bigger back panel, so here I am with stitches on my back panel, and I need to make 5 centimeters for it. It has actually a really interesting construction. You won't be prepared for it. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this construction because I thought it will be like standard drop shoulder or something. It's not. I told it I didn't read in advance, but I have feeling that it will be like saddle shoulder or something like that. But there is interesting part where you making this back panel, you are making a short rows, not the typical way when you go like that and make this trapezoid shape, but you are making short rows for this, like, if you can see, ears. You have this like slope here near your back, so in this part. So then theoretically it will be sitting better. Here I get, as you can see, the shoulder part, which next you will make with short ropes obviously, and here we have knotted and I don't have it, and you can see that it has its like bump. Well, hard to explain, but it was surprise for me to see this kind of construction. Very interesting what kind of shoulder seam it will be, but yeah, I need to work on my back panel first. That's all that I have for the IVT. And now we will talk about acquisition. I'm really sorry for that. That's a lot of acquisition. I do not know, should I even try to show you everything? So yes, it's the acquisition part. Please leave all of the people that will be insult with my overconsumption. I'm really sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I really didn't meant to make any yarn purchases, but then it's like I run off the alpaca silk or silk yarn for my Franky sweater, so I need to make an order. And then I saw that they have winter sale, and there was yarn on sale. There was Sunday's yarn on sale, and Sunday yarn that costs like 10 zloty less than it's usually, and this like 10 zloty, it's like $2.50, something like that. And Peer Gynt was like for $4 or something like that, and I just could not resist. I'm like, you will need this yarn, and it's better to buy it now than for the full price. I don't know, I just cannot help myself together when I see yarn sales. Yes, I don't know what I was thinking. But firstly, let's see if the color is matching. Okay, that's what I have from this Klep Motek. Ooh, Sunday's, oh, Line. They have a new color of Line 9564 for me to try. I love the Line yarn. Okay, this is Peer Gynt that I was talking about, and bingo. I guess yeah, I'm saved. I really hope that 3 balls of this yarn will be enough. I'm planning not to make this sweater as probably long as the pattern suggests. Maybe it will be on the shorter side to compensate like this wide sleeves, so it won't be bulky and wide everywhere. We'll see, but hopefully 3 balls of yarn will be enough. And I'm really glad that colors is the same. Interesting. What batch did I have? Oh, that's another one. Okay. Yay. It's going on the floor, and I'll need to clean everything up later. Okay. This guy, it's Cecia Alaska, 48% alpaca, 31 wool, and 14 polyamide. I bought just because I saw its beautiful pink color. It's pretty solid yarn. I don't know what I will be doing. I thought about some kind of Sophie scarf, but it's, how much is it? 200 meters for 50 grams. It could be, I could use 2 strands for Sophie scarf or make something else. I just wanted to try this yarn. I never try any from the Cecia, so, and it's my beautiful, my favorite pink color at the moment to see. And here is 3 little guys. I thought they will be bigger. So this is Cecia Finissimo, which is 100% virgin wool, extra fine merino wool, and this is 750 meters in 50 grams. And I bought this yarn to pair, and I don't know if it will be look nice now, to my another purchase, which is Sunday's Garn Peer Gynt. This is Sunday's Garn Peer Gynt in the color 3800. That is supposed to be like gray, near black gray, and I thought that I will be combining them together, but not now. I'm not sure will I, to make this heart cardigan. This cardigan has blown me away. It has the cables, it has the hearts, it has its lovely neckline, and what is much more important, it is really size inclusive. The biggest size is 3XL, which I'm going to make, so it will be chunky and oversized. The gauge is 18 stitches if I'm not mistaken, but the designer is Korean, I guess, and they using like not this European brand yarn, so I'm substituting. Hopefully it will be nice. If no, I will be using just Peer Gynt and hope for the best, but this one feeling good by itself. Yes, so I'm planning to make this cardigan in this darker color. I just thought, like, if I'm going to make another cable white natural color garment, and I'm going to be doing that, this cardigan will be like, I have already natural cream cardigan, and maybe it will be too much to have two similar garments, and yeah, I thought that gray and kind of this darker colors will be looking great with this pattern and the cables, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it will look just more modern in the darker colorway than in the lighter, and I'm really waiting for me to cast on. And now I'm not sure about this yarn combination. Any thoughts? I will appreciate all your thoughts. Should I combine them together and make this, it will be obviously some kind of marlin, or should I just leave Peer Gynt by its own and it will be more flatter? I don't know, because I know that it's not the best idea to have this kind of marlin for the cable garments, because it's draw attention off the cables, and now I'm not sure. Well, I really appreciate your opinion. Thank you. More yarn from the same store is this Noro Akari yarn. Noro Akari yarn, and this color 42. Oh, apparently my battery died. I wasn't aware of it. So checking the recording, this was the last point of our conversation. Yes, this is Noro Akari yarn in the color 42. It's silk, cotton, viscose mohair, wool and polyamide blend. 200 grams, 480 meters. I really like this colorway. It's supposed to be striping. My daughter really likes it also. I just could not resist and not buy it. It's a beautiful yarn, and it wasn't that expensive, like in comparison to forgot. Madara. Yes, it was cheaper than Madara. It's not, yes, it's on the smaller gauge, I guess, and it was cheaper and it was on the sale. So I have 3 balls of them. Totally it will give me 1,350 meters of yardage, meters. So I'm expecting to get a full sweater of it. I don't have particular plans, but I'm thinking about another Franky construction, because it's like it's making in the rounds, and the shoulders is making contiguously, so it will be nice striping in this area. I'm not a big fan of the circular yokes. I'm not a fan at all, because it's not flattering on my shoulders, figures, and etc. And Franky construction seems good, like good pattern for this kind of stripy yarn. I'm hopefully I will cast it someday, but now it's sitting there and it's beautiful and I love it. Now oh yes, again will be talking about this soft silk mohair from the East Sagar. I bought it on the sale again, on the Valentine's Day sale, which was for the pink yarn, and it's happened to be that I have pink sock weight yarn that I was hoping to pair it with. So the main yarn is dye dawn alpaca cashmere silk blend yarn in this color. It's cooler tone than this one, but I thought that it will work. It will work either way. Previously I bought tin silk mohair in very similar color to the main yarn, but tin silk mohair is much scratchier than silk mohair. I heard from Nikitina Knits then Sagar silk mohair is very soft, and it is very soft. It's true, it's much softer than tin silk mohair. So I just didn't want, even if I had already this yarn for this mohair yarn for holding together, I was afraid that with that kind of silk mohair it will be like dropping down main yarn qualities, because that yarn is really soft. It's silk, baby alpaca and cashmere blend. It's incredibly soft, so I wanted a soft mohair for it. And yes, I very happy that I bought it for the lower price because it's the most expensive mohair that I ever had. I love it. I hope it will work. Yes, it's more on the warmer tone that I needed, but it's okay. It's still pink, candy pink, and yes, I love it. I have the 5 skeins of them. Will it be enough or no? Time will show us. And 3 more. Okay, 3 more yarn acquisitions. I warn you. This is Sundays Garn Kus yarn from the same sale. It was really nice price, 10 zloty cheaper than it's regularly we have it for 42 zloty, so around $11 something, and this was 33, so pretty nice discount. I love this buttery yellow pink, as you saw on my Tulip loop sweater. It's kind of suits me. I hope. So I'm planning to knit from it a cloud sweater. I have my cloud sweater in pear green color. I love it. The cloud blouse, and I want to make cloud sweater from dedicated yarn without the mohair. I really want to make it in the spring because it will be awesome spring days. I do not know how I'm going to do it, all of this. Obviously, we all have those kind of plans, but like I really want to make it. Another yellow yarn. Another yellow yarn is this Sunday yarn, but again, Sunday's garn. Every other yarns will be Sunday's garn yarns here. This is two different yellow tones yarn. One is Sunday's garn collection, another one is Petit Knit collection, this one. And I got it for my daughter. I get 3 balls of each color, and I want to make her a stripy cardigan, similar to one that I saw at Han Knits. Hanan. She is absolutely great. I really, as all the internet, I really love her color choices, and she made for her daughter this awesome cardigan in two-toned yellow yarn, and I thought that it's a brilliant idea because it looks, well, it looks very sophisticated. Like, it's striped cardigan. It's striped cardigan, not marled. It's striped cardigan, but with 2 different tones of same color. It will look fantastic. Her cardigan for the daughter is just, it's really nice. And despite the fact that my daughter do not want to wear things that I made for her, maybe this will be another case. I don't know. Yes, I love how it will be look like. So another acquisitions, and the last, and also striped plaids, is this Peer Gynt yarn. So I got just 1 ball of this Peer Gynt color. It's the same yarn that I'm using on my Inge sweater, and I have 6 balls of this because I was planning to make my daughter cardigan from it. Obviously, for me, now she won't be wearing it because she is, I guess, highly sensitive, which is weird because I'm not. Maybe that was my fault because I used to wear her when she was little in the cashmere hats and you know, pullovers. Lots of the moms I'm sorry. Lots of the moms could say that the kid won't be wearing the woolly yarns. That's why we have this like merino and mercerized merino yarns, and you know, the softest. But now looking back, I think that it will be beneficial for me and for her to put on her some kind of wool garments, so she could be used to the wool feel, like Petit Knits kids or another kids, because well, in I guess in like Scandinavian countries, because I doubt that they have a lot of the issues with sensitivity, and my kid is I guess too flowery. She's my little flower, and it's too much for her to wear woolly wool. She prefers to wear this nasty synthetic stuff that is soft but not, you know, not warm. And I don't like synthetic, but yes. So if you are pregnant or you just get a kid, when they are small, little, like babies, they won't told you that something is itchy, scratchy, or it doesn't mean that you should use mohair, obviously, but like wool hat, some kind of sweater on the long sleeve, it will be okay with them and they get used to it. That's my thoughts on that. And so as I have 6 balls of this pink yarn, obviously I thought that it will be great opportunity to mix it with another yarn and make myself Olga jacket. This is Peer Gynt from Petit Knit. Color is 3070. I really like this combination. It's chocolate chippy ice cream stuff for me. And I'm planning to make myself Olga jacket. I do not have stripy cardigan stripy, so good thought, I guess. But I think that I will be buying Olga sweater pattern, and based on that pattern I will be sticking it and make myself stick cardigan. So I won't be knitting the cardigan with a lot of purling. I rather be try and stick my Olga sweater and make it into the cardigan. It has the same construction, shoulder construction, stripes, and I can make this stripe changing in the middle where I will be sticking. So yes, that's the plan for that yarn. And this is all of my new yarn and my acquisition. I know that I just like, it's mind-blowing how much yarn. I was sure that I do not need any yarn, and actually if you familiar with my autumn plans, the situation is following. I'm making my autumn plans garments still and making my newer idea garments at the same way. So at the same time I have several whips on my needles, and in each like round, and always in those several whips I will having one project from my autumn making list. So if we'll be counting, there's only 2 sweaters left for me to make from my autumn making plan, which is doable. And yes, after I will finish this Inge sweater, which was on my autumn knitting plans, I'm going to cast on one of those sweaters, and that's why when I will be finishing with my Franky sweater, I will be able to cast on some of the new plans. And this is my balance. This is how I will be working on with these yarns and my plants and the whips. I don't know if there's any sense to make spring plans and 2025 year knitting plans. I don't know, will we be making it or not, but more or less you get my idea with my yarn and the project that I get for him. It's nice to me that I do not just, well, in major I do not just buy yarn in sake of buying it, except the Noro yarns. Noro yarns for me is just like I want to buy them. Without project, doesn't matter. But another yarns, they all have the project on behind. So that's plus for me. I'm really excited to work my stash and really hope I won't be buying anymore. Please, woman, stop it. So yes, thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too dramatically acquisitions provided for you or something like that. Yeah, leave me any comments that you want. And actually it will be really nice to have your opinion on this dark charcoal gray yarn situation that I have. Should I be parting them or not? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a really great day, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.